better enjoy this pic because I hate dress clothes. I hate dressing up, and for some odd reason, this was the one day I was dressed up. So, knowing that I hate dress clothes, knowing that I hardly ever dress up, better enjoy this pic because they don't happen all that much. And yet, all of my Colorado fame models still love me today, no matter what, and we're not even involved. You know you want some Colorado fame. I know you want some Colorado fame. Make sure you stand out in the crowd. We'll make sure you do too. We made sure Miss Avila did, and her. And along the way, we'll make them the way you need them made. We'll make them the way you want to stand out in the crowd, like Judy Garland might have back in the day. More plaques out. I gotta get some more rolling. But we'll make them for anybody. Just come see us at Colorado Fame. And remember, get yourself a Springs Echo along the way and pay attention to Real Outdoorsman Recordings. We got more content going. Instagram, Facebook. We're getting there for the open gallery. We will get there eventually, but as it is, it just takes a little time and creativity. And we'll catch you along the way. Colorado Fame. Make sure you stand out in the crowd. Just trying to be like the legends, like the CRIPPLe. Legendary. Remember, even if it isn't for mining gold. And with the jewelry studio coming along out of the mess I made, you know, long run videos will be much more fun to make when I have a little more space. Oh yeah, there's more than just her. There's several in the line of Colorado Fame models. It's going to change on a rapid basis. You know, I'm a person who believes in branding and, you know, sticking to things you're good at and making people happy and turning around and having good customer skills. And I've always proved that even as a bartender. Even working, you know, in ways and jobs, you know, sticking to something. I mean, sticking to things like marriage for 50 years. Stuff like this. Also a person who believes that hard work pays off when it goes a long way, and you can turn around and show how good you are as a worker no matter what job you're in when you turn around and put the effort in and stick to it like a marriage. You know, come to think of it, that couple was together for 60 years of marriage, like 6 kids, and I'm telling you along the way, I'm still not quite understanding why we can't go back to the old farmers and early days of ways of life instead of some of the things today. And believe me, I'm trying really, really hard not to see my name on one of those headstones. Man, I'm telling you. Trying to not only, you know, go into retirement and playing guitar and having some fun in life on my job, and you know, hanging out with people who, you know, live in Cripple Creek and just trying to save their house. For God's sakes, you know what? It's hard to stay in a town that doesn't have anything but 2 economies, and maybe maybe one other job if that. Anyways, you know what I'm saying. Work on your brand. And branding's not easy in life, believe me. Some ways are done burnt in, some are painted on, tattooed. I'm trying to tell you, branding is not easy.
Hell, sometimes you don't even get to see the people involved with your brand. I haven't even seen my Uncle Jim in like forever. My grandmother had to die to be able to turn around and see him for the first time ever. My God, big boy there. Now this next clip, this next house that you know is on this next picture. I mean, it's a house from Cripple Creek where the older generations lived, and it shows you just exactly the difference between living in the old days and what it's like living in the creek now. Because now, like, I'm in a little bit nicer house with a buddy of mine, and we're busy playing guitars and having fun and trying to make it into town where there's only mines and casinos, and oh, that gets to be a challenge in itself. But I mean, this house is a brand of what Cripple Creek was.
And then you get old relics like this that they want to sell on the market in Cripple Creek next to the houses for sale, and it's like, OMG, you can tell the difference between old and new, what should be a relic and what shouldn't be. It's all about the PR. If I want to know what I'm doing in Cripple Creek, this is what I'm doing, finding like talent.
Trying to not only, go into retirement and playing guitar and having some fun in life on my job, and, hanging out with people who, live in Cripple Creek and just trying to save their house. For God's sakes, you know what? It's hard to stay in a town that doesn't have anything but two economies. And maybe one other job, if that. Anyways, you know what I'm saying. Work on your brand.
Cripple Creek with Murphy. This is what we do here. Don't worry about our art. Just pay attention. Stay tuned.
I mean, Cripple Creek is a really, really nice town, and it's nothing like the Springs whatsoever. Nothing like the Springs. It's actually a really nice town to live in with your families if you want to grow up in a town with only two economies. I will say the one big downfall is it's the only town in this state with a post office that functions on its own time, no mail delivery service, and wants you to have that little tiny box to put your mail in. It's extremely expensive, but they want you to have that because we don't deliver mail anymore. We don't even hand it out over the counter for general delivery. That's sad. How do you expect to, grow when you can't even get your mail down at the post office because there's nobody there to deliver it? I mean, Cripple Creek is a really, really nice town, and it's nothing like the Springs whatsoever. Nothing like the Springs. It's actually a really nice town to live in with your families if you want to grow up in a town with only two economies.
And there it goes. And there shows the investment of the mine in Cripple Creek. There used to be houses here along the way. They're gone. Houses there. That one's gone. But along the way, Cripple Creek got promise. As long as you want to keep gambling on something, Anyways, as it is, that mine keeps this town alive. Legends like us going.
And believe me, if Cripple Creek was ever going to be a failing town, with or without the minor gambling, believe me, I do not believe investors would have come to it if they didn't see some reason to invest in it. I mean, these two showed up there.
Are you serious? Hoff and Lay even got to Cripple Creek. I can't believe that. Now I know the investing in Cripple Creek is real when Hoff and Lay is up here. Imagine that.
I guess I should have known eventually they'd get there. Welcome to Cripple Crack. Actually, I mean Cripple Creek, but pun intended.